It's your girl, the real deal, Anita's Gills reaction. And yes, like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to my people from other countries. If you got a birthday, happy birthday to you. Y'all, my phone is on number 2, okay? I'm sorry. I didn't charge it overnight. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's talk. I want to get a shout out to my mods and the people who watches my channel. Uh, I want to get a shout out to people from other countries. But I want to get into this Krystal Anderson case. Now, I got a problem with something. You got a missing girl out here, and you mean to tell me that the suspect is walking around? The suspect turned himself in. The suspect was out. Everybody got all the evidence they need. And this girl ain't even home. I got a problem with that. I have a real serious problem with that. You got a missing body. And the last person who saw her, when she put the pocketbook on her shoulder and went out that door and did what? That's all we got on the baby daddy. And you mean to tell me I supposed to believe it? Coming from a jealous man. The real deal Anita Gill is not going to believe that. This is my reaction. There's no way. I'm trying to believe the baby daddy. I'm not biased or nothing. But my reaction to this is I'm listening to what he said, that he said on his son page. And I'm listening to what the sister said to what the child said. Now, we can only go with what the sister said, because we ain't heard the child say nothing. And we can only go by what somebody typed on Tony's son's page, and we don't know it's Tony. Just because it was on his son's page don't mean Tony wrote it. So now we blind over here and we blind over there. So what we got to do to react to this situation is put our own minds together. I wish these folks on in Facebook got to do something about that. So now let me say, first of all, there's no way these missing girls walking and the daddies, it's like ain't nothing happened. Ain't nobody out there looking for them. Every time you see folks, I got a question. Here we go. All right, y'all. I'm back, but I'm on for 1%. But before I leave, I want to say, okay, I'm back, y'all. I'm like with 1% on my phone, but I'm about to go. But I want to say this: when my phone charged up, I will be back. But I would like to say that there's no way a man should be walking when he seen his girlfriend go walk out the door with a pocketbook. So this is your girl, the real deal, Anita Gill. I need more answers. I need more answers. It's not fair. It is not fair that a man walking, y'all, if my phone cut off, it need to be charged. A woman missing and a man walking. Somebody tell me what's going on. What's going on? I'm not dealing with that. I can't define that. For this the man to be living 48 minutes from this young lady. He was living 48 minutes from this young lady with candles inside a trailer. Allegedly. We're going to say everything allegedly because we can't prove nothing. We haven't heard the child side and we ain't heard Tony's side. Tony, just because that was written on your son's page doesn't mean that you wrote it. So, you know, there's no way. There's no way. For number one, we facts. We give facts on this channel. We has receipts from the beginning. We have receipts from the beginning. Yes. But now, mentally, we stuck. My people, my channel, not just me. That's one thing about me. I don't try to solve no case by myself. I take all my thinkers, all my mods, anybody want to come in. I take all them thinkers and put what they say into a strategy to make it make sense. And I still say, if Krystal walked out that door the way that man says she walked out that door, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. He said she walked out that door. I believe she walked out that door. Then what? Then what? Then what happened? She put a pocketbook on her shoulder. She walked out the door. Then what? Did she get in? Who car she got in? Because I know you sucker, you're a jealous man. Who car did she get in? What color the car she get in? You're a grown man. You should be able to identify all of this. And I know you ain't just let her walk out that door. Not if you burning candles and stuff and trying to keep her. And then I'm going to believe the child. I'm going to believe children. I'm going to tell you something about children. You can tell a child a lie. A child going to tell the truth. You can tell a child, don't you tell your daddy. Don't you tell your daddy that I did this. Baby don't forget. Oh, mama did this. So why I believe the child?
You can interrupt voice prompts and speak a command immediately by pushing the talk switch. You can also use the up-down switch on the steering wheel to select an item from the displayed list. Please say or select a command.
But I don't need all that, y'all. I don't need that.
Exiting voice recognition.
Yes. But a missing body, a missing person. Okay, now I gave the baby daddy the benefit of the doubt, and I gave the child the benefit of the doubt. So y'all can understand both sides. Okay, I know y'all said children would lie. Men's a lie too. Men just lie, a man can lie too. So now we're gonna get both sides the benefit of the doubt. The child said what he saw. I don't care if he changed the story 3 times, but he said in the trunk. Regardless of what that child said, if he said amen, I saw a man, amen, put him in the trunk. He never changed the words trunk. 2, I saw Tony put him in the trunk. Trunk never changed. 3, I saw a dude put him in the trunk. Only thing didn't change. The trunk. What y'all people are missing? The trunk. The trunk is very important in this case. Who put her in the trunk, Tony? You the only one can tell us that. I'm going to be honest with you. That child can tell us. But no, you need to tell us. And I know some neighbors saw it. I know somebody else saw it. It's nowhere in the world I'm about to sit here and say I don't believe that child. That child said 3 different stories, but he did say what? The trunk. So I believe the child. Now, you got Tony over here. We haven't heard Tony say anything. Tony went on his son's page and gave y'all the description of what happened. That could have been his sister talking. That could have been his son talking. That could be his cousin talking. That could be anybody talking. But who? The Tony. Now, what's the difference of Krystal leaving like she never left before? What's the difference since Krystal always leaving? Krystal always leaving. Krystal always leaving. Krystal always leaving like this. That's why I didn't want to call the police. Leave like what? Leave like what? Put a pocketbook on the shoulder and walk out the door? No, man, you too jealous to let that woman go out like that. Y'all ain't saying enough. Y'all ain't saying enough. And another thing, Aikens should be updating something right now. Aikens should be doing an update right now. Ain't no. How can you just sit here and say they ain't got nothing else? They ain't got nothing else on this case. What is y'all talking about? You got the guy walking around. He telling y'all allegedly what's going on, and we're not going anywhere with this. Oh, so we just supposed to say Krystal missing, da and bye. Really? My reaction to the whole thing is bull mess. Why they don't think she missing? No, we're not gonna keep these cases quiet. No, it's never no update or nothing. It never no update or nothing. But we put the message out there to the world to hear. Why this time Krystal always leave? Okay, I didn't want to report. Okay, my thing is when the oldest son daddy called Shadira and told the school that the mama didn't show up from picking that boy up from school. Y'all should have known right then someone right. Someone right when she didn't pick her baby up from school. Because she loved her children. And she will pick her children up from school. That's why them children didn't go to school Monday. Because they know that lady was missing. She didn't even go to work. So what happened Sunday at 1 a.m. in the morning? Because she left out the house and ain't never been seen before. Come on, y'all. Come on. Don't let that happen. Don't let that go out this simple. See, one thing about y'all want to compare other cases with other cases. One thing y'all got to remember, they didn't never let go of the case. They didn't. It took the mom and the dad is in it, and everybody else was in it. They didn't give up. That's why that case was solved. They put that pressure on that boy. Now that man got locked up for doing that to that man got missing and did something to himself. All we know, he can be still living. We don't know. We don't know. So you can't compare this case with Brian and Gabby's. Because they stayed on this case every day. But when it comes to y'all, the pressure, they make y'all pressure feel so weak. As if they know what's going on. And then you got these people who sit back in the cut. They know what's going on. She won't. These people know what's going on in this case. They know. They look at Krystal and Tony case like, oh, there they go again. They do this all the time. It don't matter if they do it all the time. This time it's for real. When that girl didn't show up, whatever happened Monday morning at 1 a.m., because the girl was at home Saturday and Sunday. The girl was at home all Sunday night. But after hour, what happened after 1 a.m.? First of all, them kids should have been in the bed. I don't care what nobody else children do, but them kids should have been in the bed if she's a responsible mother. As was said, the kids would have been in the bed like they were, allegedly, and trying to go to sleep, but they can't go to sleep with all that fuss and yelling. Okay? My thing is, this is what I want to understand, y'all. That's why, if I heard what the baby dad had to say, what he just said in text, he make it seem like he's already there. He's already at the house. If he's already at the house, then what really happened? What really happened? If Krystal put the pocketbook on her shoulder, I ain't never heard no man talk like that. That sound like a woman talking. She put her bag over her shoulder, her pocketbook on her shoulder, and she walked out the door. If they found Krystal's phone, where was the pocketbook? Why was Krystal's phone burned inside a car? Inside one of the cars. Why? Every woman love their phone. Every woman loves their phone. Why is Krystal's phone inside a car? Burnt, but not all the way. See, the evidence still in they got that evidence. So number one, that's a no-no. But in order to burn a car, you burnt that car for a reason. And if you got liability insurance, you ain't gonna get nothing out of it unless you trying to get a claim to get some money and get the heck out of him. But allegedly, because we don't know. Well, we can't give up. We can't give up. We gotta apply what? Pressure. Only person can talk to us that are alive are the kid, its son, and Tony. But it was said to us that the PI said he didn't live with her. Maybe he spent the night over there. Y'all know how that go. Y'all know how that go. So my summarize this. No way a man should be walking when a woman went missing after 1 a.m. Krystal ain't always left that house the way she left that house. Allegedly, she didn't just leave that house like she used to leave the house. She left that house differently the way she used to leave that house. Because women do stuff different each time. See, the way she left the house this time, if I go by the baby daddy, that mean that in a sense, you know she wasn't coming back. The child saw somebody put her in the trunk. Why would he make that up? It's his mother. It's mommy. And the sad part about that whole thing, when I was at that vision, candlelight vision, that boy fidget the whole time. He moved around like this. He moved around like this. He gonna need therapy. Because he saw something. He looked at that PI like this. I'm telling you, I watched him. I took my eyes off of him because he saw me watching him. I read children. He did like this. Peeked at her. He peeked at her like this. And he did like this, like a child want to raise their hand in school, like this. Like when she said, if you know something, he wanted to raise his hand. I ain't crazy, y'all. I know children good. I know children good. I read kids. I know kids good. Some ain't right. We need to know the truth. Somebody holding a little bit off from us. Somebody is holding a little bit back. Y'all, I understand it's an open case. They can't talk to us about it. But somebody that Akins can get on here and do an update. I ain't talking about on Shadira they in for Tony's sake or for the whole sake. We know she missing. We got that part, but we ain't got this part. That ain't fair, y'all. That's not how it's supposed to be. I'm not gonna give up on this case. They did need a body. The family need their loved one body. And people keep getting away with this. Once a girl go fix her body up, she disappear. Okay, I don't understand it. You want her to have the body done. and then they disappear. Some ain't right. Some ain't right in this case. Cause Krystal didn't leave that house like she used normal to leave. Allegedly, she didn't. Cause she didn't come back. She didn't leave the house like she usually leaves the house. Cause if she did, she would have been back. And somebody knew once she didn't pick her baby up, her oldest son up from school. Monday, I think that a whole lot of folk need to be investigated. Besides Tony, it's some people need to be investigated.